traditional performance plan for Jeeps was to unbolt, unzip, unsnap, and otherwise dismount every component that wasn't necessary. The SRT guys have taken the Grand Cherokee in the complete opposite direction by throwing technology and fat, sticky Italian tires at it, and they created a whole different monster. While the Grand Cherokee SRT8 may not have the precision of its Hemi-fied siblings, it might be more fun. The stability control, the electronic center and rear differentials all work in conjunction to keep the big girl dancing through the turns. In the Figure 8, Jeep matches the Charger and the 300's lap time, but does it a completely different way. The Jeep rotates on the brakes and then works the power through all four wheels on exit. It finished Figure 8 in 25.8 seconds at an average of 0.71 Gs. Felt much more natural on the racetrack than it did in our Figure 8 track. In big sweepers, it's tough to keep a steady speed as small inputs and throttle will cause torque vectoring, but as soon as neutral throttle is needed, the added turning force goes away. In most corners, the exit is foot down at the apex and don't lift. This is where the Jeep really comes alive. All the grip from fat Pirellis help the big Brembo brakes haul the SUV down from speed as well. The front brakes have 6 piston calipers clamping 15-inch rotors, while the rear has 4 piston calipers over 13.8-inch rotors. Although it is over 800 pounds heavier than the Charger and the 300, it has the shortest stopping distance at 106 feet from 60 miles per hour. The 6.4-liter Hemi pulls from 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. That's 1.3 seconds faster than a 4.8-liter Porsche Cayenne. From a standing start, the Jeep is surprisingly uneventful. Floor the throttle, and what would result in 2 smoking stripes and other SRTs is a big squat, a little chirp, and brutal acceleration. Quarter mile comes up at 13.3 seconds, showing 103.2 miles per hour. So those are the raw numbers. Let's see how that works on the track. We're here at Willow Springs Raceway, driving the new 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT8. This thing's a monster, 6.4-liter Hemi V8 under the hood. We're on this front straight. We're getting up to 120 miles per hour where I'm getting hard on the big Brembo brakes. This thing really will rotate for you if you muscle it through. Coming down into 2, it's a big long turn. This is where all 5,150 pounds of this thing really fights to go straight. Has an electronic limited slip differential in the back, so coming out of this thing, you can put your foot down and just let the computer do the job. You can run right out towards the edge. Going up into 3, oh, late brake. When you late brake like that, the electronic differential works for you in back, locks up the diff in back, and really rotates the car. Coming out of 4, coming downhill. Again, the weight really working against the car, but this thing has electronic stability control. It'll save you every time. Now here, coming up through 6, this thing gets really light, even for all the weight. You can actually get the car off the ground there. Coming down the back straight, this is 7, just a kink, no worries. A little pucker factor here going into 8. We get up to almost 120 there. Turn in, we're doing over 100 miles per hour through this turn. Coming up on 9, I call this one the car wrecker. Oh, get on the brakes, it moves around on you, but still stays in a straight line. Not that big a deal. Now stay outside, then turn it in. Get outside. That's a lap of Willow Springs in the Jeep SRT8. This isn't a traditional Jeep. This isn't a traditional anything. What the Jeep SRT8 is big fun, figuratively and literally.